Streaming. How are my audio levels? So, fingers crossed. I don't know. Am I streaming? Am I streaming? Is something happening? I do not know. Let's see. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you're doing. Adverts. That probably means I'm streaming, so I'm just going to wait for them to finish. Anyway, how are we all? It's Friday evening. I am. Yes, just pop it on, and I'm now looking at the video of me just staring blandly over my phone. Hope everyone's alright on this Friday evening. Yeah, but a long week. I thought I was working tomorrow. Turns out I'm not. Oh, yippee yippee hooray! Yeah, I saw this. Basically, I found this website the other day through various bounces of other websites, and I thought it was a little bit dear to my heart. As you know, I like playing GeoGuessr. Um, and I'm okay, and I do like to concentrate on London because that's the one I like. That's the area I like, and I'm getting very quite familiar with because I go up there so often. But this one is a little bit different. It's just trying to find or remember all of the London's tube stations, of which there are many. Now, a lot of them obviously I haven't been to, haven't been around. I do tend to gravitate normally around the Circle line and the District line, which is the yellow one that goes back on itself. But I probably won't get all of them, or well, definitely won't get all of them. I'll try to get as many as I can. So I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a play on here. I'm going to get me down here. So, too small. Okay, I think that'll do. And if I activate the browser, that should pop up behind me. So this is, yeah, it's called London. I'll put a link below. It's called, because I don't think I can. Oh, I might actually be able to do it. If you bear with me 1 second. No, I need to go on the last page of that. Lucky you can't see this. I'm basically browsing with Firefox. It is london.metro-memory.com. I did have a go yesterday in preparation for this, but I haven't. Didn't get that far, and I didn't want to burn myself out because I thought this would be a good bit for a video. So I'm going to activate my thing up. Now, another reason I like it, there's a game that I don't know if a lot of people have heard of called Mornington Crescent. It was a nonsense game. I believe it was played mainly on the radio. And it was a very enigmatic game because there were no rules. You literally invented the rule you applied to your next guess. Basically, the aim of the game, if indeed there was one, was to get back to Mornington Crescent. And so you just say, I'll say Charing Cross. And the next person will say, as it's St Swithin's Day, that allows me the rumbled leap to get to Green Park. You know, and a complete nonsense. And it was just it's just to see how inventive the people. It was probably like a Barry Cryer kind of gig on a Radio 4 show. But anyway, so I'm going to get started on this. Let's see how well I do. I'm just going to completely blank out my screen. Hopefully, I will be able to see. Thank you. So if I alternate to that one, no, it's not going to let me do that. So I'm just going to have to make it big. Right. Here we go. So I can zoom in so I can get my area. So I'm going to stay with my old familiar, Charing Cross. This is the station I get into daily, every time I go up there. Just around the corner from that is Embankment, which is the one right by the river. That is on the Circle, which is the yellow line. Next one up from that is Temple. After that, is it Mansion House? It's close. Bank is around there. Tower Gate. No. It's this one here. It's that one. It's behind the Tower of London. And I can't remember what it is. It's Temple it's I'm sure it was Tower Gate. Never mind, okay. Let's go for random ones for Elephant and Castle. Yeah, there we go. That's on the Northern Line, I think. Funny about Elephant Castle. Um, Recently, I had a friend who lived quite close to there, which is basically one of the next tube stations. But Elephant and Castle, if you're ever travelling into London and you see a weird building with like an arch top, a concave top, with three um, wind turbines built in, that's on Elephant and Castle. So now you know where it is. Next one down there, I think, is Kennington, which is kind of weird to me because the town I live in, there's a suburb called Kennington just over there. I'm really flapping my arms around, aren't I? Next down for that is Oval. Is you, if you look there, that is the Oval cricket ground. Hence the name Oval. What's next on that one? I don't know. I'm just going to throw in Lambeth, just for the hell of it. No, I'm not, because it isn't typing in the box. No. Lambeth South. No. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to throw this one out there anyway. I'm not being rude. This is a real place. There you go, Cockfosters. I'm going to go another extreme. Reading. You'd actually be amazed. Everybody thinks the tube is really quite localised to London. But if I zoom out here, it goes for miles. And the other side of that is Billericay. Billericay's around there. Brentwood. Oh, can you stop doing that? I've got to stop doing that. Yeah, that's Brentwood. I can't remember what that one is. Right, let's go back around here. So if we go to Brixton, yes, Wimbledon, which I have driven past. I deliver, like I say, I'm residing in the middle of Kent, and more than 10 years ago, I had to deliver into Wimbledon. It was a large amount of timber, and I had to reverse down a very, very narrow gap. I'm quite proud that I still managed to do that. Right, let's get back into... So this is the outskirts. These are the things I don't really need to do. Let me do quickly... South Kensington. That is the tube station you need to get into if you want to go to the Natural History Museum, which is here. Royal Albert Hall is here. Science Museum is here. Ludgate Hill. I'm just going to... Ludgate. Earls Court. Earls Court isn't there anymore. They knocked it down, which was in the middle. I met Betty Boo there, the singer, not the 1930s cartoon character, because she's not real. Another one, Tottenham Court Road, which is is it gonna forgive me? No, it's not. Funny fact at Tottenham Court Road, within the last 10 years or so, they had a complete overhaul. They completely put a new roof in, and the massive concrete beams, massive things, were encased in wooden crates, and they were housed in the old former top yard of the company I work for, around the corner from where I am right now, and they were there for about 6 months before they were taken up to London and installed. Why they stashed them there, I do not know. They just did. Right, let's go for Liverpool Street. Again, this is on the circle. Yeah, Liverpool Street Station. You've got Euston. Right, gotta be careful here. And there's Euston Square. Yeah, which is right next to it. Baker Street. Running your way onto Baker Street. Regent's Park. Let's get the parks in. Green Park, which is up the road from Buckingham Palace. Interesting fact, if you've ever seen the Notting Hill film, that is the Ritz Hotel, which is where what's her name? Anna Scott, Julia Roberts was staying for quite something. Ignore the adverts. I am not sponsored by any of those. I don't know why it's saying the things it is, because I ain't bloody there. I know where that is. Right, where else are we going? Let's go to Piccadilly Circus. Let's get close to the ground. Might have some better clues. Piccadilly Circus. That's not even spelled circus. Right, Oxford Street. Oxford Circus. Leicester Square. Right, I've got Green Park. I'm sure it was Towergate. I must be wrong. Southwark. Yep. London Bridge, which is right underneath the Shard, literally London Bridge. If you look up, the Shard is right there. Waterloo. Oh, really? Waterloo East doesn't have a tube station. Okay, that was very strange. I've done Embankment, Westminster. Come in. Nobody's watching, but I'm playing anyway. Kensington. See, I haven't because South Kensington, Knightsbridge. Marble Arch. Is that right? Yes, yeah, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Bond Street. So what you could do, Monopoly, Mayfair. No, no Mayfair. Liverpool Street, St Pancras. It's King's Cross, St Pancras. Why they've done it, I do not know. Where else can we go? Edgware. Edgware. See, now. Yeah. Why? There's two here. These two stations here. What was that one? There's Cannon Street. Sorry, the way my mind is. I just when they pop in, that's the way I roll, baby. Temple Evil. Why? I don't know. Let's go for the familiar. Not St James's. St James's Park, which is there. That's nice. That's South Kensington. Pimlico, which is an amazing name for anywhere. Oh, I've missed off the P. Right, so did I get Brixton? I can't remember. That might be a bit far away. Let's try it anyway. Already found. I don't think Lewisham's. Yes, they do. Lewisham's are the main drag coming in from Kent into London. That is south. Or was it North Greenwich? Yes, Millennium Dome is right there. I just thought of another one. That's the XL, but I don't think it's called XL. No, that's right by London. Oh, hang on. London City Airport. Yes, thank you very much. Which means, fingers crossed, Heathrow. Heathrow Terminal 4. Right. This is going to be very picky. Terminals 2 and 3. Can't spell terminals. Yeah, and Heathrow Terminal 1. No. So what, you got 2, 3, 4. Why can't I have the 1? No. So what's the difference? Oh, you bloody thing. That is... Alright, if I go Paddington, and then I'm gonna go Hammersmith. Now, I have been to Hammersmith Tube. Years ago, we went to it's like a seminar. It's here, St Paul's. It's a former church. It's been in some dramas. This thing about ADHD and autism. Interesting fact. That's the Apollo, and in this little triangle here, if you're familiar with Bottom, the TV series with Rick Mayall, the late dear departed Rick Mayall and Adrian Edmondson, in the opening sequence they're sitting on a bench. It was in there. So if you ever go to Hammersmith, that's where that is. Pointless trivia, I know. Right, I'm really going to be racking my brains now. Did I get Farringdon? Because that was on the... No, I don't think I did. Or did I? Farringdon. Thank you. First time I went up to London with Luke to see Back to the Future, we stayed around there. Oxford Circus, Bond Street, Leicester Square. That one is... Because that's the Palace Theatre. I've gone very, very quiet because I'm struggling. Do you remember these ones now? So I didn't know I was going to get it. I was going to get a lot, so let's just go. See, the further out I go, I do not bloody know. Dan Hammersmith. Clapham. Junction. Yes. Anything else? Right, Battersea Power Station. And then, but there's also Battersea Park. That is Battersea Park. How accurate is this being, I wonder? So Brixton Collection, Elfin Castle. Yeah, King's Cross, Bond Street. Oh, hang on. Square. Yep. There's another one here. There's another square. This is me thinking. I'm there for thinking, down there for dancing. Berwick Square. No. It's that there. It's that thing there. Euston Square. Oh, very quiet. Very, very, very quiet. Canary Wharf. Yeah. Oh, 20%. Keep going for free. Thank you. 20%. Happy with that. Let's see how much I can get. How much more I can do. Probably not much. There's a tube. I remember we went to London Zoo once, and we tried to get back on the tube, and they'd shut the station, so we had to walk all the way through the Regent's Park, without actually knowing where the hell we were going. I'm killing myself for not knowing what that one is, because I walk up that road a lot. Now, I know the Thames barrier is there, so when does Woolwich? Yes. Yeah. Slough. Yeah, Slough's close to Reading, so well, close-ish. It's on the road into Barnet. Oh, I tell you what. There you go. There's good old Mornington Crescent. Aldgate. Did I try that one? Okay. Nope. This is how quiet I get when I'm thinking hard. Just trying not to give myself an aneurysm. That is dying on my arse here. Bloody sure that's Towergate. If Luke was here, he'd know. He'd be able to tell me. Yeah, no. He's... No, I think... I got 21.2. Not a huge amount. Most of the popular ones... Regent's Park, Marble Arch... Notting Hill Gate, of course. Never actually been up that end. I don't think this one... I don't think they've got... They do! Kew Gardens. Went there years ago and somebody got stuck in a toilet. Excuse me. Oh, Blackfriars, which is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Tom Cruise runs along the top of that train station. The actual train station itself is on the bridge, which is rather interesting. I think I've said that before in one of my GeoGuessr plays. Finsbury Park. Yep. Greenwich. Is there just Greenwich on its own? Yes, there is. Putney. No, okay, there isn't. That's a train. Putney's down here. So that's Clapham Junction takes that. Okay. Well, it's starting to get a bit desperate now. I think I'm nearly out, which is a shame. That was the lemonade. I shouldn't have had that. There you go. Lovely handy mute button. So, St James's Park, Westminster. Can't remember what that one is. I don't think that's actually on the line. Earl's Court, Notting Hill Gate. I should know more, but you know, as I said before, my memory can be crap at the best of times. So, let me just have a quick look at something. I think That'll do for this one because at the moment it's just a lot of silence. I may have to brush up. I'm going to say the cookies will save where you've got to, so the next time you load, um, it remembers what you've guessed and what you haven't. So I will leave this as is at the moment. Obviously, I'm not going to cheat. I will do my best, but I just I've had a long day, so I will see. See, oddly enough, Chelsea hasn't got one. Pimlico, Chelsea. That's all that runs that whole area. St James's Park, Charing Cross. That one's killing me. Because as I say, pick up. That's all Shaftesbury Avenue, all the way up to the Palace Theatre. Tottenham Court Road is over the top. British Museum's around there. I'm utterly convinced that's Towergate. But it can't be because it's not accepting it. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that as is at the moment. Thank you very much for watching. I know there's nobody watching right now, but fingers crossed somebody will have a look. Yeah, probably won't actually physically go up to London for a while. I'm trying to be a good boy and saving my pennies. I have this nasty habit at the moment. Oh, I've got some spare cash. Let's go to London and just lose £100 doing nothing. So, being a good boy this month. Try to anyway, he says with beers in the fridge. Yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to shut this one down now. Get rid of that. No, I'll leave that one because I need it still up. So, yeah, probably return to this tomorrow with a fresh head, several cups of tea in me, and see how far I get on. Yeah, like I say, as I go on, if there's anything interesting about these locations, I will, of course. Oh, Barbican. Barbican. Covent Garden. Oh, did I get that? That's the one. Covent Garden. Bloody knew it. Anyway, yeah, that'll do. Thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe. This isn't the only thing I do, as you know. Final Experiment is taking up everything. But I think I might dip back into our erstwhile friend. Because he's still trying to assert his intellectual dominance over people who are vastly more superior than him in every single way possible. So we'll see how he gets on. Right, this will do for today. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you next time.